Hi, welcome to Business Tips with Michael Tobian. Today's discussion is how to be a good salesperson when you're bad at sales. If you own a business or do any freelance work at all, you are a salesperson whether you like it or not. Even if you don't feel like you really do too much selling of your product or service, or if you don't really like the connotation of being a salesperson, sales is part of the job, and it's also just a part of life. It is the process of communication. You may have the best product in the world, but if you can't communicate that to people in an effective way, then nobody is going to know about your product or what you offer. Anyone can do sales. You may feel like salesmanship is a weakness of yours, and you may be right. But you can work on it and you can still do it. When it comes to sales, work ethic is more important than talent. Poor salespeople can still accomplish the same sales goals as skilled ones. It just may take them longer. They may have to make more sales calls or talk to more people, and they might have to rely on more pre-organized promotional materials to do some of the selling for them. But most importantly, if they will just do it, they can be good salespeople. I worked with a guy once who decided to pursue a career as a business broker. I'm a business broker. I sell businesses for people. Well, a business broker needs to have good communication skills, and in a way, it's really just a sales job. You're trying to convince people to buy other people's businesses. You're hired by other people, and you use many of the sales skills that you may have to accomplish this. Well, this guy had an accounting background, he was the CFO of a company, and he was very shy, and frankly, he had almost no sales skills, and he was actually a terrible salesperson, I thought. But he was a very hard worker. 8 a.m. every day, he was in the office, and he sat down and he systematically went through his lists of people that he was working on to reach out to, and he really put in the work. Was he as effective as myself and some of the other people at the office who had a little bit more of a leg up on him in terms of sales skills? No, he wasn't, but he was able to sell some businesses and he was effective. When he first started, I remember thinking to myself, this guy is never going to sell anything, but I was wrong. And I learned that you can be a good salesperson if you don't have those skills. You just have to work hard at it. So if you lack sales skills or confidence with sales or this area of business, then get better at it. This is very important. You need to be a good salesperson if you're going to run your business. Now, you can get better by shadowing and learning from other good salespeople. I've done that. I've sat in on calls with other people. I've watched other people sell. You can even do this with your friends who are good at convincing people of things. You can just monitor and kind of understand the way people communicate and try to work on your communication skills. You can read books on sales and communication. Sales is really just a communication skill. Most of all, you can get better at sales just by doing it. You have to practice. You'll learn what works and what doesn't. So, what is our practical application with all of this in your business? Start making some phone calls. Call those people who have been on your mind that you wish was hiring you. We all have those people there, and call them right now. Call them this week. You've probably never called them. You were intimidated, you didn't feel like you had the skills or whatever reason. There are people you want to hire you and your business, but aren't doing it because you've never reached out to them or made that connection. Maybe get a little bit organized with what you're going to say, but don't overthink it too much. Just make the calls. If they aren't interested, it's okay. Think of other people to call. I know a guy who was a pretty good sales guy, but he just spent forever preparing for every single sales call that he made. He wasn't super effective as a salesperson because he didn't talk to enough people. The person who works hard but doesn't quite have the most polished sales skills is probably going to outsell the guy who's really good at it but doesn't talk to enough people. In many industries and situations, you will talk to a lot of people before finding somebody who's interested. And then you need to talk to a lot of them before making the sale. So to run a business and to be a salesperson, you're just gonna have to talk to a lot of people. That brings me to this point. Get over your fear of rejection. It's not personal, you're gonna get rejected, and even if they are rude to you, just realize that going in, you are going to get 19 no's for every maybe. And if you know that going in, the no's won't bother you. Rejection only bothers you because your expectations are messed up. You're expecting more yeses than you're going to get. You're expecting people to always be polite. Shift those expectations and you won't experience difficulty emotionally with rejection. So in summary, if you just feel that you really suck at selling, I would like you just to pick a time and put together a little plan and just do it anyway. Sometime this week maybe. I promise you'll get better at it if you just do it. And the best part is, nobody else does it. There is a wide open market out there for people who are willing to communicate, make some phone calls, and communicate with these potential clients because all your competitors aren't doing it. Nobody goes out there and sells because they hate doing it and they're bad at it. So if you do it, you'll have a huge leg up. The other thing I'd like you to do is make sure that you follow and subscribe because the next few videos that we're going to be doing are going to focus on specific sales techniques that you're going to be finding to be very effective in achieving your sales goals, especially if you don't have a lot of experience with it. So thanks so much for watching and have a great day.